Jeremy Clarkson critica los restaurantes al reprobar su ridículo fallo. Former Top Gear host Jeremy Clarkson criticized the quality of mashed potatoes served by restaurants, as he claimed his simple recipe featuring milk and butter is far superior. TV star Jeremy Clarkson launched a bizarre rant at the quality of restaurant mashed potato, as he claims his version is superior. The former Top Gear and Grand Tour host, 65, reckons eateries make it too complicated by choosing preposterous brands like Yukon, while he also criticized the methods restaurant chefs use. Writing. In his Sunday Times column, Jeremy outlined his own recipe. My recipe for this works quite well and is probably similar to yours. I boil the potatoes in salted water until they are soft. I then mash them by hand until all the lumps have gone, while adding milk and butter, and then I put them on a plate under some gravy. It works. Jeremy then didn't hold back when it came to his critique of how restaurants put together the classic side dish. He continued, restaurants, however, cannot serve mashed potato that has been made this way. They have to make it complicated to justify the price, and so that we swoon in the turbulence of the chef's magnificence. But how do you make mashed potato complicated? Well, they don't just use any old potato. They insist on preposterous breeds such as Yukon Gold or Rat, and they don't use a masher like you and I have in the utensils drawer. Instead, they push their potato through a cone-shaped piece of muslin or something called a tamiz, which is the preferred method because literally no one in the world knows what a tamiz is. It comes after Jeremy issued a terrible update about his diddly squat farm after it was struck by an outbreak of bovine tuberculosis. Discussing the situation in a new interview with The Sun, the Clarksons' farm star admitted both he and partner Lisa Hogan are distraught by the latest developments. He said, Lisa and I are distraught because we're having a terrible time with the animals. I gave birth to the cow the vet says is infected. The cow was never going to be eaten. It was one of our suckler cows whose job is to eat fresh grass and have sex. It's not like losing a dog, but you get attached to them and it's still upsetting. Bovine tuberculosis, commonly referred to as BTB, represents an infectious condition that proves fatal to cattle whilst also potentially affecting dogs, badgers, cats, deer, goats, and pigs. Although alarming for farmers, the disease rarely manifests in humans. Addressing this concern, Jeremy posted on X, formerly Twitter, "Bad news from Diddly Squat. We've gone down with TB. Everyone here is absolutely devastated. I should clear this up, really. It's bovine TB that we have. It doesn't affect people, just our poor cows."